Operations at the K Area Complex provide for the inventory, security, and storage of much of DOE's excess plutonium and other special nuclear materials. Its unique mission is at the heart of national security and the United States Nuclear Non-Proliferation Mission. The K Area Complex is the Department of Energy's only Category 1 special nuclear materials storage facility, designated for interim safe storage of plutonium and highly enriched uranium at the Savannah River site. The K Area Complex has a rich history. The main storage facility building in the complex, 105K, is a former production reactor used to produce nuclear materials for the U.S. during the Cold War era.
K Area is a neat place because there's a lot of history there.
K Area was an operating reactor. It went critical 1955.
Interestingly enough, a lot of the operators we have here today running the plant were here back in the reactor days. A lot of them had an awful lot of pride of what they did then. They were making a big difference what happened in our world, and they've got that same pride today as they look at what's going on around that.
So that reactor was operating, we're making steam, we're making product, and we had maybe a couple hundred people in the area.
The reactor was shut down near the end of the Cold War. Because of its robust construction, security infrastructure, and rigorous seismic and structural upgrades, 105K was chosen by DOE in early 2000 to serve as their premier plutonium storage facility.
We got our first shipment of that material in July of 2002. And since that time, we received lots of drums, lots of containers of material.
Since 2002, K Area has received and stored excess plutonium from across the DOE complex, including Rocky Flats, Hanford, SRS's FB line, Los Alamos National Laboratory, and Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Plutonium materials shipped to K Area are sealed inside DOE standard 3013 containers that are placed inside robust, state-of-the-art certified shipping packages called 9975s. Both 9975s and the 3013 containers inside them are routinely surveyed to ensure continued safe storage in the K Area material storage area. But K Area isn't just a storage facility.
In the last year and a half, we really started making a transition to a full-scale 24/7 production facility.
When you think about plutonium disposition and you think about the different missions that have been outlined for plutonium disposition, the only one that still is on the table today is to go do downblend or dilute and dispose. And K Area is the place where that happens. And that's a very critical non-proliferation mission.
Downblend involves blending plutonium oxide with an inert material, resulting in a final waste form. This produces a mixture that is more secure and not usable for weapons that can be safely disposed at the Waste Isolation Pilot Plant in New Mexico and helps get nuclear materials out of South Carolina.
That's probably our biggest emphasis out in K Area right now, is figuring out how to safely take the material that we've got in storage, get it processed so that it can't be used for anything bad out there in the world, and get it ready to put into a permanent repository.
K Area is also currently expanding missions and optimizing processes to expedite the plutonium disposition process.
Yeah, so K Area is really right in the middle of a huge transformation. We have a lot of projects moving. One that we're working on a project that optimizes one of our processing plants. That project has a lot of energy behind it, should have a lot of benefits from production efficiency, and make it a little easier on the operators to be able to increase the throughput as we go through the plant.
We're also putting in our CCO storage and characterization pad, which is going to give us the capability out in K Area to take those downblended drums, assay them, and get them ready to package to ship to a permanent repository.
Surplus Plutonium Disposition Mission, or SPD, a big effort. We're bringing in additional processing capacity into the facility. Large project.
Which is very exciting for K Area. K Area has been the location where things come in, but not a lot of things leave. So seeing them being prepared to leave the state is a very, very big deal.
This one's sort of like bolting a highway onto a superhighway, because we still got to keep running everything else as we bring that one on. That project's going to bring a lot of different challenges to us.
We're bringing in a lot of new people. We're rolling in 70, 80 people over the next year or two And that is a challenge for us to make sure that the culture that's existed in Carrier for a long period of time, that gets transferred over.
After we get these projects, get all the design work done, get things installed in the facilities, getting the new staff trained to execute those missions, it's something that's going to go on for a long time. But it's making progress to get the material in the right place.
With all of the changes coming to K Area, the employees will remain focused on safety, teamwork, and their mission to help protect the nation and the world.
K Area is definitely important to the future of the country and to the safe management of plutonium.
The KAC Missions is what's going to help us make this world safer for us now and for our families and friends in the future.
Safeguarding the nuclear materials to keep them out of the wrong people's hands is obviously a very important mission.
We approach everything as a team. It's not, I have to do this, you have to do this. To say we have to do this. This is our mission. This is our goal.
I know a lot of times we get lost in the details of shuffling paper or attending meetings or doing the MFOs or the other things that we've got to do day in and day out. But when you really step back and look at it, what we do out here matters.
Because we're safeguarding nuclear material from the bad guys.
K Area has always been thought of as an interim storage facility for plutonium, and that mission is really starting to change with these projects and increasing the downblend scope to get that plutonium out of the state. So it's been an exciting time.
It matters not only for us and not only for our kids, but for decades down the road.